and all the great artists I knew took classes.
Peter, you want to go see Disney on Ice?
Rachel Zegler's Snow White was supposed to be magical. Instead, it became a joke. People were mad, memes took over, and it has become a mess now. But this isn't the only thing happening. Now cartoon studios have dived into mock. Yep, the ones who are drama itself started making fun of it. So let me show you some top cartoon studios that clown this movie so hard it might never recover.
Welcome back, Mr. Disney.
Are the Jews gone yet?
No.
Put me back in.
Familyguy's basically saying modern Disney is so bad even Walt Disney himself wouldn't want to see it. And just like that, Walt Disney lays right back down, choosing death over living in today's Disney World. Now, yeah, it's dark humor and totally wrong on many levels. But here's the point. They're mocking Disney hard. And this wasn't random. It hit right after all the hate around Rachel Zegler's Snow White remake, one of the most trashed Disney projects ever. Fans were furious about the changes, the weird casting, and Rachel's interviews where she kind of acted like she hated the original movie.
We just sat on a plane for 3 hours to come to Florida, God's waiting room, for who knows what... Oh, Disney World! Disney World! Disney World! I want to go to Disney World!
In another episode, Stewie is in the car minding his own business when he suddenly sees a road sign that says Disneyland 5 miles. You'd expect excitement, right? Nope. What happens instead? Stewie absolutely loses it. He jumps up, screams in terror, and looks like he's seen a ghost. Now, this might seem like just another Family Guy joke, but the message behind it hits deep. Stewie, who's usually fearless, acts like Disney is something to be afraid of. And that's exactly what the writers wanted to show. Disney, once known for magic and dreams, has turned into a horror show. In another wild episode, Family Guy throws yet another punch at Disney. And this one comes from Peter again, obviously.
Shame. 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 Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you.
Because what is Family Guy known for? Roasting other shows. Exactly.
So I drove my family down to Disneyland for vacation. When we got off the highway, the sign said Disneyland left. So we drove back home.
At first, it sounds silly, like typical Peter nonsense. But if you really think about it, that one line says a lot. It's a direct jab at how Disney has completely lost its way. The joke isn't about the place physically disappearing. The intelligence and creativity that once made Disney great are gone. They're mocking how modern Disney keeps recreating old movies, like Snow White, but with none of the original charm, soul, or storytelling. Instead of making new classics, Disney seems stuck in a loop of messy reboots and forced updates that just don't hit the same. And fans feel it.
On the wall, who is fairest of them all?
It is you, my queen.
After Disney's Snow White started falling apart and getting dragged everywhere, a surprise player jumped into the ring, the Daily Wire. Yep, the conservative media company decided to stop just complaining and actually make their own version of Snow White. And they didn't hold back on the shade. Their promise? This remake would be free of woke stuff, true to the original story, and wouldn't mess with the characters just to push an agenda. No weird gender switches, no awkward political messaging, just straight up classic fairy tale vibes the way it was told back in the day. That announcement blew up online. People were curious, others were hyped, and the teaser video racked up views like crazy. It was clear a lot of people are tired of Disney's new direction and just want fun, simple, non-political entertainment again. But then something weird happened.
Oh, what has she done to you? Fear not, First Love's kiss can break any curse.
A pair of creators called the Beanie Bros dropped a 60-second animated parody of Snow White that absolutely exploded, racking up over 9 million views. And here's the twist. They made it exactly how Rachel Zegler described her dream version of Snow White. Dark, edgy, anti-romance, no prince, full of girl boss energy. Now, rumor has it there's still more major cartoon studios gearing up to fire their shots.
You know how you told me you always wanted to see Disneyland? Yeah.
After this, South Park came in and dropped a full-on cartoon bomb and nobody was safe. In their wild special episode called Joining the Panderverse, South Park absolutely destroyed it. But before we move on, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button because what's coming next will shock you.
It's by a diverse woman.
Oh, not again.
Yeah, only this time, it wasn't just me. They were taking all my favorite people and replacing them with diverse women complaining about the patriarchy.
The episode goes after everything wrong with modern Disney, especially how they're handling classic movies like Snow White. I mean, they made her gay, basically, who needs no man to save her. One of the biggest characters in the episode is a cartoon version of Kathleen Kennedy. She's the real-life head of Lucasfilm, a big name behind Disney's current direction. In the episode, she's shown holding a magical item called the Pander Stone, which lets her forcefully shove diverse and rewritten characters into every single story.
Under the bed and make sure there's no Disney executives under there.
I promise there's not.
I'm scared, Mom. Will you please just look and make sure Kathleen Kennedy isn't under my bed?
Kathleen Kennedy is not under your bed.
Even people outside the comedy world reacted. Conservative commentator Ben Shapiro called the episode shockingly accurate and praised it for saying what many people in Hollywood are too scared to say out loud. Now, here's the twist. The Simpsons is owned by Disney, which makes the situation awkward. If they ever decide to mock Snow White or Disney's recent choices, it won't just be satire. It would be Disney roasting itself. That's why everyone's watching closely. Because if The Simpsons turns around and drops a sneaky jab, that could be the moment we all realize Disney has truly lost the plot.
It's Matt Groening.
And they've already started testing the waters. In recent episodes, The Simpsons have lightly joked about how Marvel movies are getting old, made fun of constant reboots, and even hinted at how Star Wars has changed. Nothing too direct yet, but it's clear they're poking the bear to see how far they can go without getting shut down. Now, with the Snow White remake turning into a full-blown internet joke, fans are wondering, will The Simpsons finally say out loud what everyone else has been yelling? If they do it, it probably won't be some loud, in-your-face scene. The Simpsons have mastered the art of the quiet roast, a throwaway line in a flashback, a couch gag with hidden meaning, or a blink and you'll miss it sign in the background. But when they do land a hit, it's usually the one that cuts deepest. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, things aren't looking good. Disney is reportedly sweating bullets over their next live-action remake, Tangled. And get this, it might cost $500 million to make. That's wild, especially when you remember Snow White just lost them over $200 million. Imagine trying to pitch another expensive reboot while your last one became a punchline, and then rumors start flying that Rachel Zegler, the same actress who starred in Snow White, might be cast again as Rapunzel. This whole situation is more than just a few movies flopping. Reports are saying Disney has lost nearly $900 million across what fans are now calling their woke flops. Analysts aren't blaming inflation or theater closures, they're blaming the creative direction. Basically, they think Disney stopped focusing on storytelling and started focusing too much on pushing messages. Now every project, Tangled, Lilo & Stitch, Hercules, is under a microscope. Every casting choice, every trailer, every leaked photo, fans are ready to judge hard. They've been burned too many times. People aren't just watching to be entertained anymore, they're watching to see if Disney is going to screw it up again. And just like that, what started as a fairy tale turned into a cautionary tale. Let us know your views in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you want another juicy controversy.